The subject which I am teaching, data analytics for business excellence, the session 1 is based on Excel fundamentals, some data entry basics, formatting basics, and some productivity tools. In this, the topics are Excel interface, tabs, ribbon, and backstage view, which is already been covered in our few sessions which I have given you before. Then cell formatting, number formatting, and style. We have already learned about these all also. Freeze paint, printing and page setup, flash fill, quick analysis tool, relative and absolute referencing, basic formula creation, and the concept of AI in Excel along with Copilot overview has to be seen. For this we can use or as suggested employee master data sheet, wherein you can report also, generate a report also with respect to HR. You can format employee database. You can apply salary and date formatting. You can flash fill to generate employee codes. You can freeze some pane so that you can navigate within the sheet easily. We can create certain basic formulas also, and you can apply relative and absolute referencing. For this, the sheet which is provided to you is this sheet, and in this sheet also it is mentioned that the database which we are using is employee performance and sales incentive data set. What is the business scenario? If we talk about the business scenario as an analyst, you have to just think about this and analyze this, that if you are working as a management trainee in HR and business analytics for post, then, or you can say in the department, you must require to prepare employee performance data or management report. The color scheme which is used in this sheet is having these all criterias. Dark blue color title will be there in the sheet. Dark green color will be the column headers. Light yellow, wherever you will be finding the cell with light yellow, that those cells are input cells. Light blue cells are the formula cells, and wherever you will see light orange color, there you see that some instructions are being written, and light gray are some output areas. So as we discussed that these all are the topics which will be covering in this session, and with respect to this, various sheets are there. First sheet is actually looking for the output from you or expecting the answer from you, which is related to understanding Excel interface. Second sheet is related to formatting, wherein you will learn how to do the basic formatting and what all shortcuts are there with respect to Home tab. Third sheet is related to data entry, wherein you will be learning how to enter the data and edit the already existing text. Fourth sheet is related to numerical data, wherein you will learn how to format the numerical data and how to extract the date values. Fifth sheet is related with flash fill, wherein you will learn that how to flash fill the data in respective cell based on the pattern you are following and how to perform quick analysis. Sixth sheet is depending upon the basic formulas, how to create basic formula to perform some computations. Seventh sheet will be having some questions which are based on relative cell referencing. Eighth will be based on absolute cell referencing. Ninth is based on mixed cell referencing. 10th is based on printing and freezing panes, and 11th is based on how you will give prompt in Excel so that Copilot activity can be performed or AI activity can be performed. With this, to start with sheet 1, this is a sheet 1. If you look at the sheet carefully, so what is being given to you? In this sheet, you are given employee ID, employee name, department, joining date, monthly salary, attendance percentage, incentive percentage, manager rating, city and business unit. With respect to this, you have to just understand and make yourself aware of various interfaces which are, or you can say various options which are lying in the interface. So in this, the question which is given to you or the task which is given to you is write the purpose of ribbon. Where you have to write? You have to write in this N6 cell, which is an input cell. Then write the purpose of formula bar in cell 97. Then in N8, this is N8, this is N and 8. In N8 you have to write the purpose of name box, and in N9 you have to write what is the use of backstage view. So when we talk about ribbon, what is the purpose of ribbon? So ribbon is used to have a all collective group of options which are with respect to the tab on which at present you have clicked, or you can say the current tab which is selected at present. With respect to that, in the ribbon you will see so many number of command groups, and in those all command groups there will be so many number of command buttons which are related to that particular command group. So if you see over here, the first command group is clipboard. It is having some options as a command tab, or you can say command button, or paste, cut. Then here is again copy and format painter. When you look at another common dialog box, or you can say group, which is having a name as font, is having option as bold, italic, underline, borders and all. And if you change the tab, and I have clicked on data tab, so you see that the options in the ribbon are being changed. Now the ribbon consists of again so many number of command groups, but each command group is having, here if you see, then each command group is having different options, right? Different options. Like get and transform is having option like get data, then there is a from text oblique CSV, from web, from pictures. So many different options are lying over here. Then if we talk about formula bar, so this is the formula bar wherein you can write down the formula. Let's say I want to write some formula, so how I can write? I can write in this way. Let's say what I can do, I can write over here equals to 5 plus 7. So this is one of the formula you can say. So 5 plus 7 is 12. So formula bar is a bar where you can write down a formula. And now when we write formula can be written using some operator and operands, or using some inbuilt functions. Then what is the purpose of name box? So name box is a box in which the current active cell address is being written. This is a name box. So in this name box, current active cell address is being written N7. Let's say where I am at present, I want to see. So my active cell is having this green boundary around the cell, border around the cell, and the address of this cell is N13. So it can be checked from name box. You can give a name to the range also. I have selected this name range starting from M11 and going till N13. So to this range, if I give a name as my range, so you see this is a name box. I have given a name as my range. If you drop down, you see one name range is over there and the name of range is my range. Now let's say my cursor is here and I want to go to that range. How I can go? I can select from here this range and my cursor will directly go to that particular range. So this is the purpose of name box. Write the use of backstage view in cell 9. So backstage view is a view wherein you can do some background setting. This is a backstage view wherein so many number of templates are there. Then recent file in which we worked at present, files shared with me, some favorites and some options like home, new, open, info. Info give you the information of a worksheet, how you can protect the workbook, how you can inspect the workbook, what is the version history, how many number of times you worked with this particular workbook, how you can manage the workbook, you can reset the changes in pane, and it also talk about the property that what is the size of this workbook. You can give a title to this workbook, you can give a tag to this workbook, you can mention a category that this category is basics of Excel. It also shows you when it is last modified, when created and when last printed. It also tells the name of a author and who has modified the sheet last, right? And similar document can be opened from here. So it will show you all properties. If you click, it will show you all the properties, that who is the manager, who is the author. You can give the name also over here. based on roles and responsibilities. Suppose some roles are being given and you are having address book, so you can just specify from there also. Similarly, other options are save, save as. You are having an option as save, save as. Save means it will be saving the file, and save as means if already existing file is being overwritten and you want both the files, so you can save as and give some other name to the workbook. In Excel, you can save the sheet in the PDF form also. From here, you can print the workbook or sheets in the workbook. You can share also the document with the people, and you can save it in the cloud also. You can email also the document. You can send a PDF also with some other people who are in your team for further review. You can export entire document in the form of PDF, or you can also change the file type from here. Here you will see there are so many number of file types. Let's say you want to save as CSV or binary workbook or in some template, so you can save in that way also. If you want to save in some older version, then also you can save. If you want to save a workbook in the form of macro enabled workbook, that too also you can do. Close is the option which is available over there. So my sheet is being closed. I have to open again the sheet, so I'll write Excel over here, and then I will open the worksheet in which I was working before, right? So how I can open? I have to go to the destination where my actually files are lying, and then I can open it. File, open, I have to browse it, and I have to go wherever I have kept my file. I have to remember the actual destination where the file is being kept, and accordingly what we can do, we can just open the file and we can work on that particular file. This is the file in which we were working. So I have opened this file again. Now in this backstage view, what all other options are there? Account. If you click on account, you see that all the account related options will get open. That who is the user, you can change the photo, you can just tell about yourself. You can sign out also because you have logged in right now using this mail ID. So you can sign out also. You can switch to some different accounts. You can manage some settings also over here, right? And again, here you can just change the background of your look and feel of a document, and then you can change the theme also. Current theme is a system settings. You can connect with OneDrive, or you can connect with NDIM website also. You can add some services into this. Here you see you can manage the account. You can just change the license or update the license also. Options are here also for this. You can update it, you can disable updates, you can view updates if any updates have been introduced by Microsoft. You can come to know about the updates. And from here you can get some add-ins which are having additional functionality. It will tell you about Excel, that you can, Excel is if you click over here, it tell you what is the license ID, what is the session ID, and what are the terms and condition of a license. It tells you what is new in Excel, and you'll come to know the latest updates in the Excel. So this is the window which will tell you what all features are being updated. So Micro 365 Insider release notes are over here, or current channel release notes are over here. Apart from this, there is an option as options which let you understand the backstage view. It enables you to do the setting of your Excel only, like general settings you can do, wherein it is mentioning when using multiple displays what should be there. If you want to optimize, or you want to see the compatible view, you want to see the mini toolbar on selection, quick analysis options, you want to show convert to data types when you are typing, you want to enable live preview, and etc. So many options are over here. Username you can change from here. Same office background and theme is over here. You can change the privacy settings and many more, right? You can also see the formula setting, that how many, like you can say the calculation is automatic. You want to enable iterative calculation, maximum iteration you can change, maximum change you can see over here. You can enable background error checking also. Here you can set the checking rules, What are all are the rules who will let us know that there is an error, that cell containing formulas or pivot table that result in an error will be shown, formula which omits cells in a region will be shown, inconsistent calculated column formula in table will be shown to you, cells containing state value. So these all are various options. Data entered in a table is invalid. So these all are the rules which if checked then will be showing the error to you. Some data related options are over here. So you have to just explore all the data related options, like you can show the legacy data import wizard. What all options will be available from access web text. If you want to show the data import wizard with SQL server legacy also, you can click on over here. Data connection wizard legacy, you can click on over here, right? So these all are the options. You here automatic data conversion, automatically data can also be converted. Remove leading zeros and convert to numbers. If you are writing 0500, so it will write 50 only. Keep first 15 digits long and after that it will convert it into scientific notation, etc. You can do proofing also. Ignore words in uppercase, ignore words that contains number. These are when correcting spelling in Office program. So you can just do the settings from here also. You can customize the dictionary also from here. If there are some repeated words, it will be flagging it, right? If there are some internet or file addresses, it will be ignoring it. So there are so many number of more autocorrect options which you can use. These all are the autocorrect options. From here you can use it. Then there is a save option which enable you to do the auto save option active. You have activated this auto save options which will be storing your file in the cloud by default in Excel. In which format you want to save the file. So these all are the format. You can say whenever it is auto saving the document, the file should be saved in that particular format. Let's say you forget to save the file, then after every 10 minutes it will be saving your document automatically, or recovering your document after 10 minutes. And where it will be saving the auto recovered document, so this is the path which is being shown over here. Default file location is this. Whenever you are not giving any location to save the file, it will be saving over here, which you can change also, right? So these all options can be used from here. Like days to keep files in Office document cache, 14 days. After that, all the files which are in a temporary memory will be going to get deleted. You can delete the cache from here also, right? And if you want to choose the color to show the previous version, so from here you can set the color. So if you are having the previous version of same file, so that will be appearing in different color. Language preferred is English. From here you can change also. Accessibility, you can just do the accessibility related setting also, like feedback option, provide feedback with animation. Application display option, show function screen tips, show the start screen whenever the application gets start. The by default font size is 11. Show accessibility status also for the accessibility assistant in the status bar. This is accessibility investigate. So these all options are also can be set from backstage. When we talk about advanced options, so these are the advanced options, like after pressing enter, move selection towards down. You want to change, you can change also, that when you press enter it should go towards right, left, up or down, right? You can automatically also insert a decimal point. Right now it is deactivated. You can enable fill handle and cell drag drop. So this also you can do. If you are not able to view the fill handle, you have to check over here. Allow editing directly in the cell is checked, otherwise you have to double click. Extend date range formats and formula. Enable automatic percent entries, enable autocomplete for cell, automatically flash fill. So these all options are checked. That's why when you use flash fill, it will be going to auto fill all the pattern followed value in the subsequent cells. Alert the user when potentially time consuming operation occurs. So when the number of cell is in thousands, 33,554, it will be alarming you the alert. Cursor movement is logical or visual, so we have selected on logical. Show paste option button when content is pasted. Show insert options. These are being checked, right? So you can just go through this and you can just learn and understand what all settings are over here. If you want to see the formula bar, checked over here. Show formula bar, show function screen tips. So these all are backstage view. What is the default direction of a move navigation of a sheet or cursor? So this is left to right. You can make it right to left also. So left to right, all the options will be available over here. You want to show the scroll bar, vertical bar, show the sheet tabs, group dates in auto filter menu. So these all options are there, which actually being enabled from here. That's why your interface is looking like this. You can, if you check here to show the grid lines, and you can change the grid line color also from here, right? If you want to see the page breaks, you can check over here. Then there is an option customize ribbon. So these all are the tabs which are visible in the ribbon, right? If you want to customize, you can customize. If you want some options from here, so these all are the popular command. If you see all commands, so these all commands are there. If some command is missing, you can bring that command and you can say add. If you want to remove something, you have to select and you have to say remove. Like in automate, let's say I want to remove this, I have to just say remove, right? So these all options are over here. If you want to see only those options which are not in the ribbon, you have to click on commands not in the ribbon. So these all are the commands which are not in the ribbon at present. So you have to explore it to understand it more. From here you can create your own new tab also, in which you can create new group, within which you can put your own options like which you want to use frequently. And to rename is, you can rename the tab and group also. Let's say if I click on new tab and if I say over here by renaming it or double clicking and renaming it, what we can do, we can just rename it and I can say my tab. Okay, within this tab I want to put some group, so I say here rename edit options, edit, and I can give a icon also to it if I want to give some icon to it. Okay, and within this edit I can add some options which I regularly uses, like I want to put a border into this, right? So I say add. Then I want alignment, I say add. Then I also want fill color, add. Then I say font color, I say add, right? And when we just go back and see, so we see that our tab, this my tab is now being appeared over here with one group. If I click on new group, so again I'll see I am having another group, and if I give some name to this group as, let's say, table, and I have given a color to it, I'll say okay, and within this table, let's say I want to say in table, let's say some options like table related options we can give, or let's say I want to give freeze pane, add. I want to see format cell, add. If you want to say insert sheet rows, add. Insert picture, add. And I say okay. So we'll see that within my tab, you see there are two groups. If you click on my tab, there are two groups, right? And all these options are available over here, right? And now there is an option in the backstage, that is quick access toolbar. So this is a quick access toolbar in which these options are lying at the top. We can just change the position of quick access toolbar also. Again we can add or remove the options from here, right? So this is quick access toolbar. And this add-ins, there are so many number of add-ins which we can use. Either we can go from here, or there are so many number of add-ins. In coming classes we will be seeing, and these all add-ins can be added in the your interface. And macros are something wherein you can record some sequential set of statements which can be used later on in future. Those can be enabled through Trust Center. So this is about backstage view. So my first sheet, I can right click over here and go to first sheet. So these all details you have to write over here. I hope you are able to understand that what you have to do, you have to first of all go through the interface, you have to explore, you have to see what all things are lying where, and then only 4 questions are being asked which you have to reply over here. Another thing, you are having this particular, see there is an option over here full screen mode. If you want to show the like if you want to see it in a full screen mode, you have to click in this way. This is the full screen mode. Again you click over here, right, and then you see this 3 dots are here, ribbon is appeared. Now let's say you want to see only tabs are visible, right. Again see, if you want to see from here, this is minimize, this is maximize, right. So in this way, whenever you click over here, you will be able to see the tab. So again, if you want to say, you have to deactivate it and you will be able to see everything over here, right, in this way. And another thing, hide quick access toolbar. If you hide it, so this is a quick access toolbar, you will be not able to see the quick access toolbar. Again, if you want to see, you have to say show quick access toolbar. And here, if you right click over here, this, and then what you can do, home, right, and here one more option is over there, that is always show ribbon. So it will always show you ribbon, right, and you have to show tabs only. If you uncheck, so now every time tab will be visible to all of you. Here also there are so many number of options which you can have in a quick access toolbar. It helps you to customize the quick access toolbar, and you can add like sort ascending. Now you are able to see. If you want to see this quick access toolbar below the ribbon, you can click over here. So now the quick access toolbar is arranged below the ribbon. If you want to see above the ribbon, then you have to say show above the ribbon, right. So this is all about the interface against which you have to just give reply to the options which are being asked from you. So this sheet, what we will do, here we have to write the purpose of ribbon in cell 9-6. We can write an answer in short like ribbon contains Excel command group under the tabs. You can also like expand this answer, elaborate this answer, and you can write in your own way as per your understanding that ribbon contains the group of commands which are with respect to the selected tab, and each tab consists of so many number of command groups. Each command groups are having related options, and in those all options we can just explore further on also by clicking on dialog box launchers, or we can just execute or implement that command by clicking on the particular command button which is being mentioned within the group. And what is the purpose of formula bar? So you can say formula bar is used to enter, view or edit data or formulas. Here also you can expand further on. You can say in the formula bar, either you can write formula using operator and operates, and you can use inbuilt functions also, wherein you can refer to various cells which are given within the worksheet in which you are working or performing any kind of analysis or calculation. Then what is the purpose of name box in cell 9A? N8, you have to attempt the answer. So you can write name box shows the active cell address, or can name the range also, or can select the already given name range also, as we have just seen before practically. Write the use of backstage view. You can say backstage view are having various options which help you to set the interface or look and feel of an Excel workbook. It is also used for saving, printing, sharing, exporting, and setting backstage options related to various advanced settings, you can say, and to customize the ribbon or to customize the quick access toolbar, etc. With this, in next class we will be working on second sheet, and here as this sheet is being completed by you, you can just color this sheet by some different colors. So what you have to do, you have to right click on this sheet, then go to tab color and change the color of the sheet, and then you can save it. In this way you can save it, or you can save as, and you can say that this is your version 1. So you can write over here that this is version 1, so that the original sheet is also with you, in which you can keep on practicing. So see you in next class in second worksheet which are given to you, that is formatting worksheet, and we will see how to work on formatting worksheet.